Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. It's almost time for the next World Update. World Update number 16 already. And it will take place in the Caribbean, right? That was already announced, let's say a while ago, right? Just before Christmas. But we're gonna have a look at some of the pictures which were released and then I would say go to them and then we'll explain a little bit more about what you can expect. So first of all, there's of course the new digital elevation maps, right? Also known as the DEM, stands for digital elevation maps, which I would say increases the elevation. So you should be able to see a little bit more, I would say, details when you're flying over the countries. And then there's some new aerial imagery, which is of course used from Bing, if I'm correct. And that will simply update the context, right? So if you're flying over a certain part of the country, then I would say it looks more realistic compared to how it now might be. Then we've got 104 point of interests, right? Also known as the POIs. Those are hand-created buildings like bridges, soccer stadia, but also other nice things, so famous buildings, and we have some screenshots from them. Then 7 bespoke airports, 3 landing challenges, 3 bush trips, and 3 discovery flights, right? So those last 3 are, I would say in most cases, there are always 3, right? Sometimes a little bit more, depending on the size of the, let's say, package. But in this case, they selected 4 of them, or 3 of them, sorry. So that's really cool. So again, 104 point of interest. Well, this is one of them, right? It's the St. John's Cathedral in Anguilla. I would say you can see the level of detail here, right? The trees, they even look magnificent. But also if you look at the cathedral, the building itself, it looks really cool. And then in the right corner, you see the developer, right? So Gaia Simulations is, based on what I saw, is I would say almost the main developer of this package, especially the points of interest and the airports. Then the second one is Castillo de San Pedro de la Roca, a soccer stadia, as I already would say, or told you, right? Although I doubt if it's really a soccer stadia, because if you look at the, I would say, if you look at how it looks like, right, at the it's a round circle, so likely it's used for something else, maybe baseball or something. But again, it looks really beautiful. The next one is the Thomas Robinson Stadium on the Bahamas. Here you can see this looks like a soccer stadium, right? You can see the bit. Really cool. Or surrounded by some other, I would say, some nice cities, right? You can see the city and some surrounding buildings over there. So nice one. And then we're going to monuments, because monuments are also seen as point of interest. In this case, the monuments to the heroes of the Restoration on the Dominican Republic, surrounded by palm trees and some other buildings. Say a little bit further away, you see the mountains, right? That's the elevation which they have added. Then Cooper's Castle, also on the Bahamas, also a lot of details, even say. You can see a small building in the garden of the castle. Also, this one on the Bahamas. Then we're going back to the Dominican Republic. The Presidencia de la República Dominicana. This likely is, I would say, the palace of the president, if I'm correct. Again, high level of details, right? You can see the reflection of the sunshine also on the roof. You can see the flag standing out there. Nice. Then this one, although it's a duplicate, right, because we already discussed it. So continue with the next one. And next one is the Navassa Island Light. It's on the Navassa Island. So there you see a lighthouse. And lighthouses are also a point of interest, right? That's what we saw already with the previous world updates. So cool things. Then Puerto Ferro Lighthouse on Puerto Rico, a special lighthouse. You can see a lot of details there, a lot of usage. But if you look at the water, it looks also really cool. And also the mountains on which the building is created looks, I would say, amazing. Then the Église Catholique de Saint-Michel on Martinique. Again, church, right? That's, again, same, say, type of buildings are always added. And now a church again. also looks really nice, right? You can even see the glass has been, I would say, added, right? The different colors of glass. You can see a lot of details, some wear on the buildings. So again, really nice. Then the 7 bespoke airports. For these ones, I would say they didn't include all the pictures for all the airports, but these are the airports which will be included in the package, right? So Airporto International Vilo Acuna, known for, I'd say, Kao Code Mike Uniform Charlie Lima. And then we've got Mike Delta Papa Papa, which is the Puerto Plata International Airport on the Dominican Republic. Then Mike Tango Charlie Alpha, the Antoine Simon Airport on Haiti. Then the Mike Kilo Juliet Sierra, the Sangster International Airport on Jamaica. Then we're going to Trinidad and Tobago, the Tango Tango Charlie Papa, the Crown Point International Airport. And then we're going back to, or we're going not back, we're going to the Bahamas. We already discussed the point of interest on the Bahamas. But in this case, Mike Yankee Echo Hotel, the North Eluafera Airport. Not sure how to pronounce it correctly. And the last one, the Tango Foxtrot Sierra La Sainte Airport on Guadeloupe. So let's have a look at some of the pictures, right? So the Airporto International Vilo Acuna, you can see it, I would say it's located on pretty nice, I would say, location, right? You can see the runway, you can see a small aircraft standing over there. Here you can see it from a different angle, right? So same airport from a different angle. You can see some buildings, you can see the traffic tower. So cool. Then another one, this from the other side of the airport, right? Or from the parking spot. You can see the terminal buildings over here. You can see some, I would say, cars parked over here. Buses waiting, probably to pick up some passengers. So pretty cool. Then we've got the North Elfrea Airport. Also this one looks cool. It looks like it's a smaller one, right? You can see the building has a lot of details, also the roof. You can see, I would say, of course, the normal ground assistant vehicles, which are helping you when you're landing. And you can even see, I would say, the baggage car over here. And you can also see that they spend a lot of time on the tiles on the ground, right? You can even see the details over there. So nice. View is also important because without view we can't fly. So in this case the view is over here, including some special wagons. And I would say in this case there's a large fence around it. And then we're already going to the activities, right? I already told you they didn't give, I would say, too much pictures from the airports, likely because they're still under development. Although I would say around this time they're likely finished, right? So let's have a look at some activities. Well, from the activities, there are not a lot of pictures besides this one, right? It's the bush trips, which will take place on Cuba, Haiti and Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico. And that's all we know for now, right? So a lot of cool stuff coming. We need to wait a little until next week, likely on Tuesday. Be aware that once the update is available, it might, let's say, cause some delays, especially if you're, I would say, one of the early birds. Then you will see that everybody starts downloading it, and then it will slow down. It will hammer the servers. I would say last time it was really bad, right? So let's hope that the modifications they made on the backend are now preventing that it completely slows down, or say completely prevents you from downloading this nice world update. World update number 16 already. Here ends this video where we looked at the pictures which were, I would say, already made available by Asobo and Microsoft for World Update number 16, which will take place in the Caribbean. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.